Hello, Vaush. How are you?
Hello. What's happening?
Uh,
Hello?
we are just about wrapping up. I just wanted you to have the chance to say hi to Lucy. And by the way, sharing the stream actually helped tremendously. It was very successful. I think we raised, all told, close to $5,000.
Oh,
So a little bit over that.
that's a lot of money. Actually, that's a good amount of money.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
impressive.
a
Put my
lot,
camera on.
yes.
Hold on.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Doe.
I need
Hey,
to.
Vaush.
I am covering him. One moment. Wait.
Wait, hold on. Let me get all this shit on my end.
Oh wait, no, I'm covering Lucy. There we go. Okay,
Oh shit, that's so rude of you.
it is. I'm like
transphobic.
that.
Okay.
Here, let me boost your audio a little bit. Very quiet for some reason.
Clicking
Oh, my
buttons.
second.
There we go.
There we go. All right. No, when well, Demon Mama carried the day for most of it. She was debating people for about 6 hours, I think. So the premise of today's thing was people would nominate people to debate with money, and we actually made quite a bit that way. It was really fun, exhausting but fun.
Camera do this. Hell yeah, I'm glad it went well. Why the fuck does my Discord camera do this? Why? It didn't used to do this.
Was it
Flickering?
Yeah, it
What happened?
jitters for a second. You see that? Wait.
Yeah, I do.
It
Fucking
seems okay right now. I saw it a second ago, but it seems okay.
Everything
Oh,
is strange for
like a
me.
glitch?
it used to be a lot
What?
worse. It's gotten better. I don't know
Um,
why. Fucking hate Discord.
You can hear me, right?
Howdy.
Yeah, hey, Lucy.
I
Hello.
Turn you up. Well, I'm way the fuck
Hello.
too tired to debate anyone. Is there still debates happening? Who's debating?
Yeah. It's you against all of us. It's an ambush.
I was lying about my opposite position. I agree with all of you. Actually,
Oh,
Really?
I agreed with you all the
Really?
entire time.
yes,
About whatever it is.
we're a monolith.
So
Actually,
congratulations, Lucy. You've won your first debate against Vaush.
Oh,
Nicely done.
I did not expect this.
You're
I'm
Polish,
super-
right?
Yeah, I'm Polish, yeah.
Oh, nice. Happy to see somebody repping my ancestry. It's the strongest ethnic connection I have to any other part of the world.
It is true. I would like to thank you for all the takes on Ukraine. I have been hearing very bad takes from US sphere about that topic, you know?
Yeah, I just wanted to nuke Russia, which I think is a common sense position that a lot of people should have adopted a lot earlier, frankly. I know this is the common Polish position as well.
Vaush wills it.
Actually, the government was a lot more calm than I expected about the whole incident that happened some time ago.
Oh, unironically, I was actually really happy about that. Yeah. The Polish government, it didn't even make any threats. It just called Article 4.
Yeah, it was
which is
very,
fine.
very calm, it's very unexpected because the Polish government is very, very far right. It was the only I think it was one of the only governments that openly supported Trump during his candidacy. And the Polish president had his own campaign at the time, right before Trump's. And right before the voting, he left Poland to meet with his daddy, Trump, to discuss things. So it was a whole thing. And of course, the Polish government was the only government that openly, via its media, entertained the theory that the election was probably stolen in the US.
Wait, they
So,
did? Really?
Yes, they did.
Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. Well, the irony, of course, being that it will be Biden to be the one to pull the keys to the side and hit the red button and end Russia.
Right.
Yeah. So, funny how that worked out.
Yeah. So it's a whole thing. And of course, the Putin's whole ahistorical speech made me want to make historical content, you know?
Yeah.
He created a whole alternate history of the world, especially of this region, about Ukraine. And because Ukraine is actually pretty closely tied historically with Poland, you know?
Well, you guys are next to each other.
Well, it's also that Poland and Ukraine used to form a single country called the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth
Polandia.
for a long time. You know, and that whole thing is really misunderstood as well, you know, because it's basically called Poland when it was not that, you know, it was a union that comprised of today's Poland, Ukraine, Lithuania, and Belarus. It was a composite state, you know. At that time, there was no notion of nation identity, so it was totally different than how the Polish government tries to sell it abroad right now.
Yeah, I imagine that getting annexed by the Soviet Union probably didn't help much when it comes to identity, nationality, and border scuffles that have kind of defined East
Yeah,
Europe for like hundreds of years. That kind of probably
yeah.
fucking sucked a little bit, getting rustled up like that. Whereas borders haven't really changed in Western Europe for
But
shit,
the fact is,
not for a
the
while.
fact is that the Ukrainian national identity emerged at basically similar point as the Polish one did in the 19th century
Wow.
after the partitions. So the whole Lenin thing is like, okay, you know, well, good story, but the truth is that Ukrainian people wanted their own country before the USSR decided to invade and annex it.
Yeah, well, like I mean, it's been a tussle for a long time. Hopefully, you know, this marks the end of, at the very least, like Soviet imperial aggression in the space, and
Yeah.
maybe that'll keep things solid for a bit. I don't know. Maybe
I know. I know, Vaush, you've been streaming for a very long time.
not as long as you guys, so I have no right to complain.
I've
Oh,
been
you
streaming for
can
like
always complain.
90 hours.
Lucy's been streaming longer than all of us for some reason. But I just wanted to make sure that just very quickly before everybody forgets and we all go to sleep, Lucy does have a fundraiser that is linked in this stream, and I think it's also linked in Lucy's stream, where you can help. You can directly help her mom recover and get therapy. She was hit by a scooter, and Polish healthcare is not good for that. So she needs
It's
to basically
not
be out of
good.
work for a year. So we're close to the goal. Anything you can do helps tremendously.
Like
I
I have
see.
nightmare stories of the whole healthcare thing, you know?
She's been talking to me. Actually, Vaush, if you ever want to have like a talk with somebody on European universal healthcare, that's wealth of information firsthand at this point. I've been hearing
Oh yeah.
really interesting stuff. Not pleasant stuff, but yeah.
No, I imagine not. Is this a Polish specific donation website?
It is, yeah.
It is, but it does accept international donations. We looked long and hard for one that did.
How do you pronounce your what currency do you use?
Polish złoty. You can translate it to Polish goldens, basically.
Polish what?
Zloty.
Złoty, yeah, because
Zloty.
złoty means golden.
Golden.
It's a ZLOTY.
Polish goldens,
Oh,
basically.
Goldens. That's fucking sick.
Yeah. It's been like that.
All right, chat. You know the
But
rules. Okay, you got to
the
go make
wack-
more Polish Goldens.
Yeah, the wackiest thing, like the craziest thing that happened was there was a lady lying in the hospital next to mom, you know, and she was sleeping, we thought, and the nurse came to inject a drip, you know, with medicine, etc., to the lady. And then she left and everything was fine. And the lady's daughter was like, nobody sleeps like that. What's going on? We have to call the nurse back. And it turned out that the lady was not breathing at all. And they tried to resurrect her and she just died. Yeah.
This is not
And
accepted healthcare practice, I assume. This is a fuck
well,
up.
no, but
Whoa.
yeah, but the weirdest thing was the nurse didn't even notice and, you know, injected the lady, like just left as if everything was okay. And the doctor,
It's amazing what's accepted when there's no money.
like to the grieving daughter, the doctor was like, what do you want from me? I'm here alone with 3 nurses and it's a Sunday.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's in a way, I mean, I don't want to necessarily say I feel bad for the healthcare workers too. It's, I guess, I mean, the system is a product of its funding, and
yeah, it's a systemic problem.
Right,
It's
the
hard
outcomes
to
will
even to
be
blame those people, you know?
mutual
It's
suffering.
like that's the really painful part of it all, you know, that they are overworked, underpaid. It's a really horrible system that a person has to work under.
Well,
So,
my
yes,
critical strategy here in the States is to simply never have to use a doctor or any medical service
Yeah.
at all. It's going great for me so far, you know? I understand, you know, sometimes people say like luck gets involved or you know, you get old eventually. But it hasn't
Yeah, I
happened to me
mean,
yet. Maybe it never will.
I mean, my mom was pretty unlucky
Well-
because she was just waiting for the bus, and
Yep.
suddenly some person decided to just ride into her from behind on a electric scooter. So
I'll just never go outside. See? Never been a bus in this house.
I see.
I am
I
very,
mean-
very sorry. Some people do have to go outside. I've read. No, I'm very happy to hear that the fundraising has been going well. Do you mind? I want to like catch myself up a bit. How have the debates gone? The only thing I know is that at some point earlier, MrGirl hopped on, which is presumably good for the fundraising.
Oh,
It
I did,
was.
like all the debates.
He got kicked off. He got paid to get kicked off, or we got paid to pick him
So-
up and then to bring him back, and then
Wait,
So this was a bit of a first for me. So I've talked with MrGirl before, and I've been very careful every single time I have to set terms. But this time, the
Talk
nature
about
of the
little
beast
girls?
was, oh no, thank God.
oh,
It was actually surprisingly tame, all things considered. But
It became
was-
the same at the end.
Gender's not real.
and
and
Wait. What?
What's not real?
Hey, the Mr.
Oh,
Girls debate. Gender's not real.
okay,
Gender
me
as a
and
concept, it's fake.
yeah,
Oh, hey,
Man
good.
doesn't
Me and
exist.
Demon
That's not a
Mama.
gender.
Debated MrGirl about how his gender takes and how he says that he's a gender abolitionist, but
Mhm.
really it just means he only wants male, female, just two things that are the same thing.
Man,
It does.
people
I-
really fuck the term gender abolitionist. I swear to God, they're really trying to do me
True.
dirty on this one.
It's on it's on purpose. He
Maybe
I mean, it's the same reason that TERFs
Maybe-
call themselves gender critical now.
True. And I
right?
read a shitty political
same thing.
article earlier written by a guy called Ian. I tell you, they're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, just to
Maybe-
get you.
Yeah.
by the end of the whole debate, I was wondering, does he realize that I am trans?
Oh wait.
Did Mr. Girl realize?
Did Mr.
Girl realize?
I mean,
Yeah.
He probably didn't think about it. Oh, I don't think he hates. I think okay. I've been psychoanalyzing since I watched this Jordan Peterson thing yesterday,
I
and
see.
I realized that they are extremely similar, as far as the things that like haunt them. Like it's like everything is out to get him, including gender. He's like, I'm going to have gender inflicted on me, so you have to be inflicted by my perception of your gender. And this is just a world that he lives in where
I mean,
yeah.
it did not
Here's-
come up
He
in the
literally-
debate, but it never came up. But he did brag about turning his partner cis and that he could talk anyone out of being trans.
oh yeah, he don't get me wrong. He
I
is
missed
like
that.
the most
Here's-
transphobic person that I've talked to probably on the internet.
Here's the one thing I'll say to his credit, okay? He regards trans women the exact same way he regards cis women.
Like me?
No, not the same way, but bad. Bad, but I think
Similar.
Listen,
I
they're
think
all
it's
cis
like-
to him, so it's all equal, right? I don't know. I don't know. He's a weird little freaky freak. I don't know. He
literally said
says
gender is not an identity. Gender identity doesn't exist. Like there's XX and XY, and if there's any amount of like, miscoordination between that and genitals or anything
you're
like
just
that,
something
then
else.
you're just not a
Something
man or a
else.
woman.
You just need to see it for yourself.
And yet his
You just
name
need to
is-
see it for
Yeah.
yourself.
It's just cope.
Mr.
It's
Girl.
super-
Curious.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I just
Top of that.
personally thought that hanging up was the wise thing to do during a talk with him.
Oh, he was just look. I can entertain. Look, I'm fine talking to. Wait, we're on Twitch right now. I'm fine talking to developmentally challenged individuals. If I didn't, I wouldn't have a career. That's fine. But the weirdo fucking little girl takes. That's it's because there are like there are weird people, and then there are people who know they're being like socially deviant, and they get off on doing it publicly. And I
Yeah.
don't want my platform to be like an exhibitionist jerk off sesh for like creepos,
Yes.
It's true.
Some wacky
Unless-
types out there.
Unless they're paying for good cause, which is my one exception.
Oh, sure. Oh, if you can bilk him, you know, then that's fine.
Oh, and we did. I think he brought in like close to $500. That was not negligible.
Thank you, Mr.
To
To,
the scale.
yeah.
Humanitarian.
Ian, why are you
Fundraiser.
Vaush, why are you deceiving us?
Ma'am?
Yeah, you've got like facial hair and you like chose glasses and
Oh,
you've also got like a
that's
shirt
right.
on. Why are you deceiving us? I don't
Yeah.
understand why you're not showing us who you really are.
Yeah, I'm so, okay. So, all right. Listen. First of all,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Fuck you. And second of all, yeah, it's listen. It takes more effort to shave than it does to not. My holy shit, Ico. That's so many things happening. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's Ico.
She was a tampon
yeah.
and a pad earlier. This is nothing.
Oh,
Unironically,
Ico, do the Biden one.
Wait,
unironically,
listen here. This is what this dude said, and I was like, this is fucking exactly what it is.
So like with the shaving my legs thing, like I want people to love me for my hairy legs. I want if
yeah.
That was beautiful. Exactly. I got so many meme clips. I am set for my remixes.
I will say though, and listen, I don't normally. I
Yeah.
try not to lean too hard into like the liberal feminist guy kind of. Oh, you can do what you. I'll fucking whatever. I hate women, but I will say this.
Me too.
Thank you, brave, all of us. I will say this. People, it's like this. Makeup is deceiving. Nothing comes close to a beard. The only thing you can do to top a beard when it comes to obfuscating an appearance is one of those fucking Mission Impossible Tom Cruise flesh masks that they 3D sculpt and put on to impersonate someone for a heist. That's it. Beards do so. Assuming you have the genetics to, like, some people just have wispy little, but if you have a real beard, you have no fucking idea what my jawline could be like. I could have no lower jaw. This could just be like a tuft of hair.
Oh,
hanging.
we saw the photos.
Oh,
It's
you've seen the highly libelous photos that are not real. For those who don't know, it's the photos where they like, here's what Vaush would look like without a beard, and they use the clone tool to just sample 1 square inch of my cheek and make the fucking Baron from Dune
They
face.
superimposed my chin at my worst angle on you. Is what they
Yeah,
did.
they
Don't
basically
agree with me. Okay, sorry.
constructed the I sent you my dick pic, please respond face from like 1 square inch of my cheek. Anyway, highly libelous. I will be suing. But yes, beards are deceptive. Men are deceptive. They should all shave. It's the only way to keep things fair.
Yeah,
But
you can
there's,
see a bush and what do they do with the bush? Weed whackers, or I don't fucking know. Shrubbery.
You burn it off.
I've already mentioned there's a moral dilemma involved here, because socks are wearing socks is like deceiving people, but on the other hand, being barefoot is apparently really immoral. So there's like this moral conflict.
True.
Yeah,
True.
what you need, okay, the only solution, all right, is Dutch clogs with a sliding door, so that in the private space you can slide them open and people can see, do your toes look nice? Because you don't want to fuck around with no bitch toed individuals. But when you're walking around, obviously you keep the slide closed, and you're not pedophiling on any neighboring like individuals or like young birds that might be in the area.
This is going to be my new channel description. President Sunday, a chin you can trust.
But brave enough to show it. Yeah.
That wasn't nice.
No, brave enough to not just grow a beard. I like how President Sunday looks. That wasn't a fucking insult. How dare you interpret it that way? Oh my god.
Well, I like your beard, Vaush.
Thank you. And you know what? I'm glad that it's there, because honest to God, whatever bad faith interpretations there might be of how I look without a beard, I don't know. I've had one for 7 years.
Oh no.
Vaush, I've seen your younger photos. Frankly, it's deeply disturbing that someone who looks like that could actually physically look like you at some point. You're messing up my whole thing here. I don't know which category you are. It works, but I'm deeply confused.
Where's that picture of me at 15? I swear to God, I have a 5 o'clock shadow in this picture. Hold on, I'm gonna link it.
Like what the hell? That's not supposed to be possible. What the hell is this? How does that turn into this? What happened?
Here,
What did you do? What devil did you worship?
In general. Ah, there you go.
God.
Hell yeah.
Let me see.
Where is it?
I
What a
put it
good
in
picture.
general of your of your Discord server.
Oh my gosh.
I was dressed up for Halloween as an emo kid.
You got that one in the suit where you got like your hair shorter and you almost look like a taller Hawes.
Here we go. There we go.
Oh no.
That's the cleanup. But it's that was a decade ago. I have no idea what I look like without a beard now because I'm a liar. I'm a cheat.
I had a teacher who
Really?
had a beard the whole year, multiple years, and I had him twice. And the second time I had him, he was doing something. He came in as a lobbyist, and it was the only time I've ever seen him shaved. And I swear to God, he fucking scared me. It was unironically frightening.
Hold on a second. Wait a
Jump scare.
minute.
Okay.
None of you fucking explained the goddamn context for why everybody was talking about deception in the first place. I'm sitting down here listening to this. I'm like, give him the context. Give the man the fucking context. No, not
I don't
me.
know. I don't know the context. I don't know enough.
I'll pick it
I
up.
don't
on
know
the
I'm
the
fly.
context.
retired. I'm retired.
I don't know enough of the
retired.
context.
Hi,
of
DM.
the deception.
Okay, last one. This
Hello?
is the
From the
fake
conversation.
What's this?
libelous
I'll do it.
Photoshop
Oh,
of
no.
me. This is not a real picture. Someone made this.
Love you, chat.
I look like a Pawn Star guy.
Oh my God.
It
What
was-
happened to your chin?
we don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, that's not true. No. See, that's not true at all. What'll happen is if Vaush were to take an electric shaver, right, and just start going, he would eventually just come out the back of his head, and there'd be nothing but hair on the inside.
Yeah, just fully, just like a trimmed hedge. This whole thing.
Exactly.
Like there are a lot of Photoshop
Wait,
beardless pictures of
how
me.
much-
Why?
How much does someone need to donate for you to shave?
No fucking shot. If I ever get like crazy ripped, I might go for it just to see how much I can push out the cheekbone. But no shot. That's
Oh my
branding
God.
right there. They'd have to pay me for the year it would take to regrow it.
It's a year, huh?
And I've got
I
editors.
can't.
to pay.
I can't grow one out. It drives me insane. Just everything goes wrong. I break out. I've got sores everywhere. I'm itchy constantly. Can't stop touching it. It looks good. I actually can grow a full one. I just
My face is
Just hates
itchy
me.
when I shave it. It's just whatever you're not used to. I think.
yeah. You mentioned that. I don't understand that. That's alien to me. It's the total opposite. I can't
Alien
imagine
sensation.
having like a carpet on your face.
It is kind of weird. I don't really think about it though. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird, I guess, especially right around your mouth. But I guess you just get used to it. It's like conceptually strange.
It's like I'm in a beak.
Some people have tits. I don't get it. Do you hit them on stuff? I don't know.
I hope. Oh, well, some people probably like that, I guess.
If I sit in this chair any
I don't
longer, I
know.
think I'll get it.
Oh God.
What? No. I said last time. Some people, not at all times you get kicked in the balls is a bad time, and
What
that was a
happened?
terrible lesson to learn.
I used when I was younger, I used to think that was like an existential fear that I'd have to contend with my whole life, you know? Because when
Getting stepdad.
yeah, well, when you're like 12 or whatever, you know, at
Mhm.
this point, like getting kicked in the balls is like the funniest thing for your demographic of movies.
Oh.
So the threat of testicular crushing is posed to you in media everywhere. I've never been kicked in the balls. I've
And
never.
what about quickstand?
What
Where's
about?
all that?
Why do you think
cartoons?
that's
They
Okay,
show
where's the quicksand
everywhere.
at? What the
Where's
fuck?
quicksand?
Falling anvils? Where? You know. I've never sat in my balls either. So I mean, you know, maybe when I'm very old.
Yeah,
My
I guess.
gosh.
If you, yeah, sure. Okay,
I'm
so
sure it's a very cold climate there.
Yeah.
um,
Oh, I'll keep
I'm
going.
moving.
So anyway, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, no, please do.
So yeah, never been kicked in the balls, never sat on my balls. Still the existential terror, right? You know, and now because in retrospect, right? Like what's that thing? It's like the boy and girl like in your playground, like bullshit, whatever. You know, like oh, well, getting childbirth hurts. Oh, getting kicked in your balls hurts, right? This interminable debate, you know. And I
Mhm.
realize now what a little punk bitch I was. Because, like, even when I argue with my mom, I swear to God I said this, which was bullshit on both sides, because my mom had a C-section, and I've never been kicked in the balls. So neither of us have any shit to say, frankly. But this is a stupid fucking argument.
tell your mom that getting kicked in the balls is worse than pregnancy?
Well, I was like 12. I don't fucking know. But
You, mom.
Mom,
don't care
you don't
about your
even know.
pain. What do you mean?
I was like,
What, someone just tore into your organs, moved them around, opened up your womb, and then made sure that you didn't die right
I have it
afterward.
on good authority she was asleep for all that. So frankly, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear, like I wouldn't complain. You put me to sleep, then kick me in the balls, fucking whatever. Or I wake up, they're a bit sore,
Well-
whatever. I'll live.
I hope. Well, that's yeah. If that's the thing that someone likes, you should tell someone how hard
My gosh.
constitutes as kicking. You can't complain about how hard it was if you don't specify.
If it ricochets, it's kicking.
No, I mean, like, how do you know if it's too
Well,
too
simple.
hard?
If
If
it
it's supposed to be hard.
leaves the end of your foot and then it returns to the end of your foot, then
No,
it's kicking.
if you're supposed to be kicking someone in the balls in a good way.
Oh yeah, well lots of people are into that these days.
Yeah, so it's like
Days.
I figure
Yeah.
you have to tell someone in advance the right way to do that because kicking has a lot of meaning. There's a wide spectrum of
Oh yeah, there's like a tap,
hardness.
and then there's like we're like flipping a coin on infertility. Yeah, there's a
mashing.
wide range, you know. I tell you
Oh,
what the
no.
Kinksters have got to get on, and this is why I tell you they're stupid, I'm smart. Is kinky what is it called? What is it called? Root canals. That's right. Because yeah,
Huh?
well, if you ever, because I had a tooth removed, cavity, whatever. You know, they use a saw to cut off like the flat of your tooth, okay, exposing the rotten interior, and then they use like a drill to burn out the nerve ending. Then they fill it with rubber cement, and then they put on a fake tooth on top. Basically, that's the simple version. So I did this with painkillers. And I hated every second of it. I was miserable. You do that shit without painkillers, a masochist's going to be busting fat ropes the whole way through.
Oh my gosh.
Think though?
I think that's like tooth pain. Tooth pain is like a spiritual pain that you cannot
It
be sexually
is.
aroused by. It's just it's like a law.
No. Look, if you're out there and you're
Of course, you're going to
pain,
disagree.
just try to sexualize it, okay? Just take it, twist it until you've got that sex angle. You're good. You're perfect.
Yeah,
I think
they've got the angle.
Handle your problems through
Okay,
that.
so
Angle saw
Doe,
on
we've
your
established.
tooth.
Doe, you cannot go to the dentist anymore because that is now a sex act in public.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
It has been for
shit.
years.
If it's
Yeah.
the door, wait. If
No.
the door is closed, though, is it in public?
Yeah, Doe's sweating when it realizes that its dentist is a child. And they're like, wait.
Are we being indecent in here?
No, absolutely not. I'm telling you though, man, burning out that nerve ending, with the drill, that's gotta kick it into top gear. Wait, hold on.
Wait,
Root.
where was that going?
I have no idea. I'm pretty
I don't
tired.
even know how we got here.
Okay, well, you were saying something about
Okay,
BDSM and what was it?
Aiko, if you don't show that Biden one again, you're going to be kicking me in the balls.
Okay,
Actually,
hold on.
It's awful.
It's beautiful.
actually, along the side of this whole thing that's been happening lately, I have had the unfortunate experience of having angered a certain MrGirl content creator, who has made a video about me.
Wait, who? Oh, and I can probably guess.
BadEmpanada.
Oh, I wasn't gonna guess. I was gonna guess Destiny. Oh, BadEmpanada is fucking insane. What is he mad at you for?
What?
For calling Holodomor a genocide.
So,
Okay.
BadEmpanada's had an interesting history with my channel and anybody who associates me recently. So Lucy's been like a recent friend of my channel. I know she's been in Demon Mamas for a little while. I think and possibly in Doze as well. But
She's
he comes
awesome.
onto every single video, almost every single video, and comments under it. And then recently, Lucy did a review of one of his streams. She's a tiny channel. Like I think after today, you just broke 400 views and or 400 subs, and congratulations for that. But he went full hog on her. It was so weird. He had like a 2-hour stream, I think, just going over you. It was something else.
I like Bad
Yeah, and-
Empanada because so many other content creators fake being crazy because they align with political talking points, and he's actually crazy. And I feel like he's kind of an OG for that.
I,
But,
Kind of a real
I've
envoy.
unironically really enjoyed some of his videos.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Columbus one was like
Yeah.
that excellent.
Really
10 out
good,
of 10.
yeah.
Like just a great educational video. But
But
everything after that,
the thing is that among all the toxicity from his response, he actually made a pretty salient point about Iraq. You know, what happened in Iraq was pretty bad, and it made me want to create some material about the Polish-Belarusian border crisis. You know,
Yeah.
it's not talked about enough, especially now that the many Ukrainian people were accepted into Poland. It's very forgotten that a lot of refugees were just left to die on the Polish-Belarusian border without food, shelter, medicine, or anything, you know,
Mhm.
from Afghanistan.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's like, it was very, really bad.
I think what's interesting about BadEmpanada is you can tell like the rage is genuine because if you agree with him
Yeah.
on something, he will warm up to you like that. And
No,
I'll notice it doesn't last, but he warms to you. He will make complimentary notices in your videos.
He's
will
warring.
s-
He's fighting a one-man war. Yeah. He's fucking
Yeah.
Rambo out there in the jungle,
But
you know?
his fans basically brigaded my channel. It happened.
Who's
And
the Bad Empanada? I just said it.
What's that? What's the meme bit? You didn't have to cut me off, and like the dinosaur age of the dinosaurs coming to the end. It's a whole fucking odyssey. He used to make good videos, but I think I don't know. Maybe he has brain cancer. He lost his mind completely and utterly, and he just spends every living moment raging on social media against people he doesn't like, and he'll dislike you for any reason at all, for with no provocation.
We have a
immediately
celebrity.
at
No,
11
he did.
every time. Like every disagreement is always at 11. It's
Yeah.
it's not just that
I
we
mean,
disagree. It's that you're actually like
when-
the worst person I've met.
he
So,
repeated 5 times that I am allegedly a pedophile.
Really?
All right,
Join
Wait,
the
what?
club.
sucks. Yeah.
I mean,
Wait,
yeah.
who?
Congratulations. You're among you've made it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, did someone say that you're a pedophile?
Bad Empanada calls
Mhm.
it's a translation
Oh,
error. He
yeah,
thinks it
yeah.
means hello.
I mean, like speaking of which, like we have a special celebrity guest here as well, Vaush. I don't know if you've noticed.
Oh shit.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, he's staying with Aiko at the moment.
Oh yeah, no, I was losing my shit at that. Yeah, I
Okay,
can't.
good.
It's a very. I don't know
I
how
just-
that's set up, but it's cool.
You
The
know
best
what?
part,
Listen. Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just saying the best part is that because it's like a facial, like a Snapchat filter thing. If you turn around to try to look at him, he disappears. It's like if you try to catch him, he's gone.
Whenever you turn around, he realizes he has a strike to bust. Like so fucking sprints off.
Yeah, sprints. That works out real well. I was just saying,
Bicycles.
you know what? Maybe the red pillars have it right because, I mean, I put Joe in the friend zone initially, but look at us now. He just didn't give up, and I gave in, and that's it.
Oh, I would totally fall for his charms. Yeah, back when men were men and women were women, you know, Biden comes in with the tried and true courting technique of deep huffs for 12 hours.
Yep.
And you just don't get that from men these days, frankly.
Barely get 1 hour these days.
Yeah, they only do. The fuck? This isn't 12 hours of cock and ball torture. This is 1 hour of cock and ball torture. This is nothing.
I mean,
Why older women wear
Right.
so much perfume, they're starving.
Poland has its own version of this sort of quote unquote humor when the de facto leader of Poland, the leader of the party that's in charge, makes public comments like, it takes 20 years for a man to become an alcoholic, but only 2 for women. So women are becoming alcoholics instead of giving birth, so we should restrict selling alcohol.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that was
just sip my whiskey while you all talk about this.
that was the nice thing about the 1950s. It was that these sedatives that American women took didn't interfere with their reproductive responsibilities. So the engine kept chugging. Antidepressants kept everything well lubricated, which was not, funnily enough, describe those wives. So it was a whole
Yes.
process.
Oh my
And
God.
of course, the whole speeches that because it's becoming more transphobic in the US, of course, the Polish far right parrots everything that happens in the US far right, you
Yeah,
know?
sorry about that.
So the Polish politicians who's in charge of Poland makes rounds doing speeches how Jane will become Mark in 2 hours and then back again, and laughs like a donkey.
Yeah,
And everyone claps.
we're like the American far right is like the fucking sun, around which the far right. It's the American far right and Putin, like the Kremlin, and it's like the 2 orbit points.
I mean, you think
Rocking out,
it's the Americans, but Canada seems to be producing an
You're
equal amount
fucking
as well.
feeding us, Jesus Christ! You're like a trough for us hungry boys. You keep throwing far right
Dripping them
pundits
off.
down.
I think it's fair to say at this point that the far right is an international project.
Yeah.
An international nationalist project.
Because the American far right gets a lot of pointers from Hungary, from Orban.
Yeah,
So
and Hungary is like the Polish government. They did fall out a bit on the Ukraine topic, but Poland considers Hungary the biggest, ally in the EU.
cool.
This whole thing
Well,
is just the most ambitious Snickers commercial in human history. You're just not you when you're hungry.
I was gonna say, and Hungary gets their pointers from Greece. All the pederasty.
Recently there was a project to change the way in Poland how votes are counted, and the way it's thought up just made me okay, because the idea is this: there would be a commission that would read every single vote, including what the vote goes for, who the vote goes to, and the commission would decide if that vote is valid or not. So as you can see, I don't think this requires further commentary.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucked. I don't know much about the Polish situation. There haven't been many Polish political happenings that I've covered, so I haven't done any of the like adjacent research. It just seems like things are pretty fucked right now broadly. So
yeah, it was the famous Polish Stonewall thing when a non-binary activist was arrested, and there was a huge protest. 40 people were arrested. The non-binary person had like no lawyer for 2 weeks. There was a whole big thing.
that's probably something
How long ago was that?
myself on.
And there is a good video in English on that actually. It's called the Polish Stonewall.
When did it happen?
Until 2019.
Oh, okay. That's quite
Yeah,
recent.
yeah.
Our Stonewall was a little while ago.
Yeah, but because, as I say, the LGBT rights in the US are light years ahead of Poland, It's like there's no comparison. When it comes to trans rights, Poland is at the level of where we exist at all,
Yeah, my understanding of basically every Eastern European country is that they're wildly anti-queer, but if you go online,
Yeah.
everyone pretends they're full of femboys. Not really sure what the deal is with that, but it seems to be a pretty recurring pattern. I've seen this done with Poland, Ukraine, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Kosovo, Albania. I have no idea why. People just seem very insistent that Eastern Europe is full of femboys.
It's extremely bad. I could keep talking about our current Minister of Education infamously wrote on his Twitter that let's cut the crap about talking about human rights. Those people, the LGBT, are not equal to normal people. So let's just cut this conversation short.
I'm always saying this, but I do it ironically, so it's okay.
Yeah,
And
well,
I don't think they said it
unfortunately-
ironically.
Unfortunately, no. And the president's campaign slogan was, the LGBT are not human, they are an ideology. And it
We're definitely
went
trying
to
to
the
say that here
point,
too.
yeah, it went to the point when an Auschwitz survivor had a speech, you know. I actually uploaded a video about it, about the speech, when he basically said that he won't bore people about the past, but the way minorities are treated right now will lead to a new Auschwitz, and that the Auschwitz did not fall from the sky, and to not be indifferent about things like this, you know?
Is there another country that you want to move to if you had the opportunity to?
I almost moved to Vietnam, you know, but the COVID started then.
Vietnam, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
What
Yeah.
what enticed you about Vietnam?
My two best friends are from Vietnam, and I've been there twice, and it's a really nice place. And I could teach English there. You make really good money if you teach English in Vietnam.
That's true. There are lots of places in Southeast Asia where you can bring like $1 bill and they just give you a palace as you arrive. It's pretty crazy.
It's really good food as well. And actually, the whole thing right now turned into a semi coming out to my best friend, you know, because she's a pretty big YouTuber in Poland. She's Vietnamese. And she's like, oh, your page about for your mom. Why the Lucia Zé? I'm like, oops, you know, we're going to have to talk about it in person. But she said she's in India now, and then she'll spend the next 3 months in Vietnam before she'll come back to Poland.
Oh, maybe you'll get the opportunity sometime. There are lots of places in Southeast Asia that I'd like to visit, so much so that I think I'd be willing to risk being called a sexpat by literally everyone online for visiting for one day and like going to see major tourist spots and doing nothing else. But there is a lot of cool shit over there. It's just
Street
like
food.
it just seems like the West is on such an obvious trajectory right now.
Yeah.
And things are different in other parts of the world, right? Like there's some good stuff happening in Latin America, right? Like Chile has had some good stuff happen. I know they rejected the constitutional reforms, but there's some other good stuff. And
Actually,
I don't know. Yeah,
when it comes to Vietnam, I've been told by my best friend that there's really cool things when it comes to mutual help, like street food vendors, and this is like really high quality food. They will basically sell food to people who cannot afford it at almost zero price, so that nobody will go starving, you know?
in
Which is
Japan,
really-
they have panties vending machines you can shake, which gets them like kind of for free. Food is really cheap in Japan, actually, even in Tokyo. I get
yeah,
what
there
you
are
mean.
places like, yeah.
Food's a
I
lot
think,
cheaper.
I think the broadness and the international nature of the right wing just general increase in recent years, it's obscured the fact that, I mean, first of all, it's both very powerful but not as powerful as it seems, and it obscures the fact that there is still a lot of power in. Sorry, what's that, Eka?
Candy machines? What were
Canning
you
machines.
saying?
Is that what you took from
Mike was a
that?
little behind.
Yeah, panty vending machines.
You glossed over that part.
Oh, well, hold on. If I can, it's as I'm wont to do. If I can ramble for a
I
minute.
don't know what we were talking about, but
You are my guest. Make yourself at home.
Okay, I love doing this shit, especially when everyone else being more serious than me. Yeah, Japan, they got some panty vending machines. They got girls' panties in them. I don't even know. I thought the point of fetishists getting girls' panties, they're supposed to be used, but they're not. I don't get it. It's a
Oh,
whole
hang on.
thing.
Wait. Do you put
No,
them on
oh.
at the vending machine or?
You don't
I think you
put
bring
them
them
on.
home to smell them or whatever, but they're regular, not used. They're
Oh.
just
I don't believe
they're
that.
It's
fresh.
like imagine that Belle Delphine
way or another.
bathwater, but abstracted. There's no e-girl.
I'm
It's just
clearly too
water.
young for this conversation.
It's just what they're like. Yeah, here's
Yeah.
Gamer Girl bathwater, and it's a cup of water from tap. Literally, and they sell
Yeah.
this. Okay, but I'll tell you, Tokyo, beautiful place. Got drunk there for the first time. Great sushi. Food's very cheap there. Didn't expect that. You can get a full course meal for like, I got it for like $11 or whatever that is in yen, like 1,000, 1,200 something. And I mean a full course meal. Like it
Really?
filled me up, and I eat a lot.
Huh.
But I remember in my many samplings over there, I'll say, okay, I'll just do one story. Okay, just one. I'm eating all this food, and I had it was like cold noodles, I think. Soba something. It was on a bamboo bowl. It was real tasty. The point is, I nearly died. Because you know me, I'm a hungry boy. I'm deep throating these noodles. All right, I'm the glizzy gulper. I'm a fucking champ. I'm like, all the Japanese businessmen are cheering me on because I'm acting exactly like the last prostitute they hired. And, you know, invariably, at some point, my throat gives up. All right. It's not moving this shit anymore. And I get what I assume is maybe 3 or 4 like pounds of noodle lodged in my throat. And this hurts tremendously. I start choking. And my friend is sitting across the table and she's watching me eat. You know, she's having a great time. This dumb bitch doesn't realize that I'm choking because I'm a because I'm a funny bit guy, because I love doing the funny bits, you know. So
Oh my god.
so I'm doing like gestures, you know, who nobody has in their in their head, like, well, how exactly do you indicate to somebody? Sure, yeah, no, now you can do this. I don't think that. I'm fucking choking. So I'm flailing around, and maybe she was drunk, I don't remember. She thought this was hilarious, you know. Eventually, the glizzy gulper, I come through, I swallow this lump of noodle in my throat. Hurt my throat so bad I couldn't eat the next day because of all the.
my God.
Nah, it fucking hurt. I got so goddamn mad at her after that. We had to leave the restaurant because I yelled because I was fucking choking to death. I couldn't breathe at all. They don't tell you this about choking. Turns out it's not actually sexy like the people on Twitter say it is. It actually hurts and you can't breathe during it. I didn't. It keeps you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's serious safety risk.
It is.
And
You
nobody
should
talks about
probably
this.
Cut your grapes in half. Try at home by yourself.
They have vacuums in the restaurants that sell mochi because people suffocate on it so often.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's very thick.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you because you're drinking the yeah.
Like memory foam for your lungs.
And
True.
if you decide to go to Vietnam, I will host you, okay? It's true.
Wait, you what? Were you choking?
Host you. In Vietnam.
Oh, stew.
Host.
Host?
Host, you know?
Host?
Yeah.
Host?
I don't know
Like-
what's happening.
I don't know what you're saying, Lucy. You got to start from the beginning.
Lucy, you have an
would be-
incredibly like angelic, soft voice.
She does. I've told her she needs to put ASMR into her video title. She'll make bank.
Yeah. You hit me with that one more time.
If you come to Vietnam, I will host you.
Oh, I would love.
Oh.
Thank you. That's very sweet. Okay, I got the sentence that time.
Yeah.
I heard toast.
Also in Saigon, I have noticed I've been there. Many Japanese people like living in Saigon. There were stores when, you know, there were signs we speak Japanese in this store. And even some street foods had like menus that were in Vietnamese and Japanese as well.
Makes sense. A lot of people leave Japan because of the high cost of living, and also it fucking sucks to live there. Their population's still shrinking, I think. Makes sense.
That's the thing. It
Yeah.
looks beautiful, which is why all the righties fetishize it, because it is legitimately like one of the most gorgeous examples of of like civic planning.
Reasons, but you know.
Yeah, the
But
population is dropping.
Vietnam sadly has its problems with the ground still being polluted by Agent Orange.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
What-
and mines. There are still mines everywhere.
It's just yeah.
Hey, don't look at me. We were just stealing land from the natives.
But actually, Japan is starting, like the right wingers, like it or not, Japan is starting to open itself to receiving foreigners to bolster its thing. You know,
They got really
that
mad
it has
about
a
that.
deal. It has
They're
a
gonna
deal
have
with
to.
Poland.
Like they have to.
It has a deal with Poland that makes it a lot easier to for a permanent stay to work. You know.
No,
But
the fact they didn't for so long is insane and also extremely racist.
Yeah. But
I'm glad they're finally like moving over on that.
But then again, Japan had really strange relations with Poland historically. Did you know what? Do you know about the World War II history with Japan and Poland?
World War II. Start from the beginning.
Okay, so basically Poland, this is a short story. Poland basically declared war on Japan, during World War II. And
Yeah.
Japan's response was, yeah, okay, that's cute. You're being controlled by the West. We know, it's okay. We're just being forced to do this. It's cute, but it is what it is. Nice. You declare war on us. That's
They didn't
nice.
accept the declaration of war?
They didn't.
That's
So what in God's name was that?
They literally said, we're just being manipulated by the West to do this, so it's okay. We understand.
That's so fucking condescending.
That's
It's actually
really
really funny.
It's really strange.
I mean, what is Poland going to do from over there while being eaten by Germany and Russia anyway? It doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a whole different story. That it's like wild. Like when for a person from from Poland to hear that anyone could doubt that the Holocaust happened would be like, it's like crazy,
Yeah, well,
especially
they're
since
not the
many
most
people
evidence-oriented types.
People don't know about the history of the ghetto either, the Warsaw Ghetto.
Oh, right, yeah, the Warsaw ghettos.
And the Germans hated the Poles along with the Jews as well. It's a little bit. It's kind of astonishing.
That's a thing that I'm actually studying right now: the formation of the nation states and how it basically formed in Germany the foundations for.
It's not even the Nazis, Lucy. It's the liberals too. Like if you read Max Weber, he has. If you read like his political writings, he has like whole things about like Polish workers. It's crazy.
A lot of like the groundwork for the Nazi ideology was made when the German nation first formed, the modern day anti-Semitism, eugenics, seeing all Slavic people as people without culture, and many other things that sort of like 20th centuries was a century of ethnic cleansings, because before in Europe there were many different people that lived all over the place, without what we call a modern nation identity. And then when nations formed, they decided that they lay claim over a certain piece of land, forming nation states. And suddenly many peoples that lived for generations in a country became outsiders to the nation and part of a different nation. So they had to be expelled from that country,
Yeah. It's yet, well, the whole dynamic, it's yet another piece of history that can be accurately described with the crying soy jack and the Chad, because the Germans marched into Poland, and I think the Nazis basically thought of Poles as like simian proto people, like they expected hair starting at the forehead, on up, and and then it's like, oh, there's actually a bunch of like blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jews, it's like 6'2" in Warsaw. So there's actually writings from the Nazis. They got very mad about this, kind of like in the, oh well, this doesn't disprove our theory, but kind of way. It didn't help. The being blonde hair and blue eyed didn't protect them from the Holocaust, as it turns out. But it's
and of course there was this whole thing that there's the whole thing. The Polish government will hate anyone to say this, but there was the fact that many times German people did not know who the Jewish people were, so they had to be informed by the local populace, That is a fact.
Which they were pretty complicit in, yeah.
Yeah, and there was the Volksdeutsch, you know what the Volksdeutsch was?
Well, the people of Germany? Volksdeutsch?
Yes, basically, in Poland, there was a thing, the function a person could take if they could prove that they had German ancestry, then they could basically become German. There was like the status of Volksdeutsch that they could get, and they were treated as German if they could prove their ancestry. So there were many Polish-speaking fluent enforcers that became Germans through proving their lineage, quote unquote, and becoming Volksdeutsch.
Well, a lot of people are still trying to do this with 23andMe. So, guess the idea was more enduring than they may have known at the time.
Demon Mom is reminding me because we're coming up to midnight, and again, thank you, Vaush, for stopping by.
Oh
This has been
fuck! It's
fantastic.
midnight.
It's actually past midnight.
I haven't
It's
eaten.
Demon-
9 a.m.
Anywhere
Demon Mom is
near
reminding me that
enough
you
Pop
need
Tarts.
that you should check out Lucy's fundraiser. It's linked in my chat and
Yeah.
in the description of this stream. We're so close to the goal, and honestly, the goal is modest. They will probably need more, so anything you can give, it's gonna make a real difference in someone's life. So
Yeah, dipshits, give the money number. Go, do it. Do that.
Vaush wills it.
I think I'm gonna have to head out now. But you all, this was really wonderful, and I hope you all continue to raise more. Lucy, I hope your mother is doing much better after this and stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
We're
But I
gonna
hope you all have a really
prolong
good night.
her. Thank you.
Thank you
I hope
very
we
much, Doe.
can
Yeah, Dove, a
one
good
day.
one.
Hey, you too.
Yeah. Nice talking to you.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry,
I'll see you all later.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm figuring out the pay thing. Hold on. Okay. You click buttons. I think I got that part so far. Chat, I'm donating, which means that you have to donate. Them's the rules, idiots. Fucking dumb.
Rules be spoken. That's how it goes. I can't stress this enough. Like I had not intended to not debate, as I guess I didn't really debate much at all, except for a couple times I was allowed to come in with Demon Mama. Demon Mama and Doe carried this. They did a tremendous amount of work. Their mods were responsible, even though like we screwed up at times with it, because I'm a technical disaster. But they made their mods made up all of the tier stuff. They were managing in the background, adding up all of the super chats. This was an ensemble project, and I probably did the least of everyone here. They did a fantastic job, and they deserve massive props for that. Especially Demon Mama. This was entirely an act of generosity on her part, and she was originally going to do 4 hours. I think she did like 6.5 of just straight boom 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 debates. She must be exhausted. So that was
And
That
not
was really
really
great,
just
so.
debates.
I'm clicking the buttons. I'm clicking. Oh my god, they put this fucking Polish website in Polish. Holy shit.
There is an English link in my description. I think it should be bilingual.
What?
Yeah.
No, hold on.
You can switch to English.
My ancestry. I should get
Oh.
this.
Yeah, we should speak in Polish.
Oh God.
See. Wait. Mucho gusto. ¿Quieres? Wait.
Huh?
Mi casa es su casa. Wait. Hold on.
Be careful, BadEmpanada might catch your racism.
Oh shit. Fuck.
I was embarrassing to ask if that was Polish.
Hold on. All right.
He did accuse me of being racist for making fun of his name, so
Well, it's the name. It says
BadEmpanada?
bad empanada. It's already bad. Literally, we already knew this.
It's George, isn't it?
Hold on. I'm clicking the button.
Doc.
goodness.
Almost finished
Angry,
clicking the button.
furious George.
I'm doing it. I'm clicking. Sorry, I'm being fucking annoying. Okay, I did it. I clicked the buttons. It has been a pleasure to drop in. I'm sorry that I did so late. Stream dragged on a while. I know it's been a terrible misfortune for you, for your mother, and I sincerely hope that the fundraiser helps. Well, I mean, obviously, well, numerically it will, but I hope it helps more than you expect it to. It's nice to have met you.
Thank you. Yeah. We
Thanks
can
very
do
much.
stuff in the future, you know?
Absolutely. Okay, wait, what other button?
I'm slowly growing as like the biggest Polish trans creator.
Yeah, watch out, Vaush. She's coming for you.
Good. I'm tired. Do it. End me. I hope you all have a wonderful night. President Sunday, it is
too.
always a pleasure. Aiko, nice to talk to you as well.
Too.
Likewise.
And
Farewell,
Biden,
sweet
your
prince.
boyfriend.
Oh, yes. Well, we're getting married tomorrow.
Or as
Oh.
they call him, Bidin.
The what would that be? The second lady. Impressive. You all take care.
Take care, Vaush. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Come on.
Button. Did it. Nice.